I bet you guys thought I was going to wait till next week. Nope. Nope. We're not doing that. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Satisfactory. And apparently, well, we're going to do an extra episode since, well, something major happened today. So, yes, Update 6 dropped. They gave us they pulled it out of experimental, put it into early access. So, yeah, we're going to take a really kind of a quick look, or I should say really kind of quick. We don't know how long this is going to take. I want to know what they broke. I want to know what they did. I want to know what they're seeing. I've been kind of paying attention to it and at least seeing things as far as how, well, at least been paying attention to what they've been putting out as far as interesting stuff is concerned. So yes, Update 6 is out today. For those of you that are playing the game, go ahead and make sure you kick your stuff open, but by all means do at least save, or at least make a backup of your save game, because they've already said several times they might be breaking a few things. So, one of the biggest things is we're going to need to pay attention to, I guess, is that we finished off last time in the swamp. And if you look at that picture, that's why we're starting on the loading screen. We will probably never see that in game because of the fact that, well, we have a mod that is making sure that we're pretty much permaday all the time. Now, I want to say that before we get a little bitty out, because some of these mods that we're currently using might not be functional, or they might. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be something I'm going to have to play with as we go. The swamp received a massive ambiance, I'm going to say, overhaul, to where at times it's going to look that red, or at times it's going to look incredibly gray and nasty. So we left off over there. We're going to see what they did to us. Hopefully nothing's broken. I do know that we're going to have to kind of maybe probably clear out a couple of our factory areas because of the new mobs that they've built. But let's go ahead and continue into where we are at this point. And this is going to take a while, so I'll see you guys when it's up. That's a good noise. At least it's still functional. Are we still making parts? Yes, we're still making parts. Alrighty, cool. So, as again, we left off in the last episode in our 2,000 per minute aluminum casing factory, and apparently everything is still working here, hopefully. So, let's do the first thing, which is, you notice, this is now an incredibly dark, drab, nasty, disgusting area, and I might actually go ahead and shut the mod off just so that it can kind of run the cycles, because apparently the nighttime cycles and the daytime cycles have been kind of fixed at least a little bit, and the fog doesn't look too bad right now. So that's one of my major concerns, was that the fog was always kind of about it. So one thing I do want to do, and I already know I need to do this, is we're going to go into the options and video, and we're going to go down here to the gamma, and we're going to drag that down a little bit. We're going to put it like maybe 1.5, maybe 1.2. Let's put it like right at 1.5 and apply that, and see if that makes any difference. Because one of the things that I did originally was I kicked the gamma up quite a ways because everything was so dark you couldn't see anything. So you kick the gamma up a little bit, you can actually kind of see things, but it does look all right, I suppose. So if you do notice, there's a big change down in the bottom right left-hand corner and in the right-hand corner, and I believe we've got a whole bunch of different things that are going to kind of explain things to us now. So one of the big things is, if you notice down here in the corner where we scroll through things, you can see the different stuff that we've got in our hand slots and what's available for us as far as things go over there. And I'm going to go make sure we do the one thing that I know I did, which is put a bunch of my stuff away over here. And I want, they're different now too. You can actually see the difference in this kind of stuff. This looks different. This looks different. They've been renamed to what they come from. So we'll grab both of those. I don't like those things. I really don't like those things. Put those away. We don't need this. Where are my rifle bullets? We'll grab those as well, because we're going to need those. We're going to do a little bit of research today as well. Something we have not done in a really long time. Did I run out of bullets? There's, like I said, it's really nasty down here and in this zone area, and I really don't like it. So again, one of the big deals that they did, one of the very big deals that they did, is they now gave us, well, 4 different slots for the equipment that we currently have in our inventory, which means I can now forever wear that gas mask and not have to worry about taking it off. I can now forever wear my Blade Runners and not have to worry about taking them off. And I can now switch between the hover pack and the backpack, or the jetpack if I feel like it, to be able to do some really magical stuff. So I'm gonna kind of fly up here and see where this clown is. We might need to make us a couple of bullets. Oh cool, there's my shadow. I don't know how far away I can get from this. Let's get back over here. They have changed very seriously how certain mobs act. They're actually a lot smarter now, will hunt us down, can hear us, can do all kinds of silly things. And supposedly the spiders, the spitters or whatever those things are, not the spitters, the spiders, the stingers I guess they're called, they're not really all that great. And I think that pink purple thing over there is a graphical glitch right over there. So no big deal. All right, well, let's kind of fly around and look around at a few things. I'm so glad to have this now, the ability to be able to do the Blade Runners. And this, because that means I can use that throwing capability, the little hip scoot thingy, to make this even faster, although it looks like it kind of slows down at the same time. We're gonna do a real quick kind of look around because we were just here. And, well, you know, this is something we just did. So you guys can literally compare this video to the last one and be able to see what the change was here. So, again, the mod is not allowing the sun to go down, and I'm not going to consider changing that until it's absolutely necessary. But you should be able to see a major difference between when we move from here to over there. So let's go put our other gear on. We want that. Oh, God, that is so nice. Now, they did change the way the HUD works down there as far as fuel is concerned. Oh my God, at the fog, guys. Seriously. Why is this off? Uh-oh. Well, part of this whole deal is we're going to try to figure out what's broken, and this is broken. There should be aluminum on this. Let's go figure out what happened. It's right here, or at least it should be. The sounds are different. And that stutter is there. Lovely. Okay, I need to make it right there. Why is this not working? What? Where are you? Minor Mark 3. You should just be functional. I need 500 parts per minute. That's odd. Okay. Well, I'm glad we were standing there looking at that. So I'm expecting some of this to be broken because there were some nodes that were moved and things were changed. We should not have been using any of those nodes. So anything's possible. All right, cool. So back over to the other place. That was an excellent fling. Oh, I love it. Yeah. All right, cool. So we'll let this roll and see what's going on. I think everything should be functional good to that point. So there are going to be some changes. There are some things that got changed, at least as far as I know, and a lot of it is going to be in this thing. The structure for the MAM has been changed to the point that now we've done some of these researches already So from now on, what happens is the guts and these parts that we've been buying or getting, the remains of the various things, are turned into alien proteins, which we then use to do some more stuff. So we have a whole bunch of things that we can now unlock in the MAM as far as more parts are concerned. I need to go get a bunch of this. I already have that. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad I made a whole bunch of that then. So I'm going to have to get a bunch of that stuff. Nutrients should still be pretty much the same. Looks like that's just for the regular critter stuff. And then I still haven't done this one because I haven't felt the need to. So we've got a whole bunch more parts, a whole bunch more things. So we will probably be touching on the various weapon types and the various other types of things in an episode or two. I don't think we're going to go utterly crazy on it, but let's go look at the one thing that really got a big change. Alrighty, I think we can start to see it coming up here fairly shortly. The reasoning why we've not been building in the area that a lot of people like to build in is because they have been planning on making a massive change in this area for a really long time, and it looks like we're gonna need to fix the rails because it's going right straight through a rock that wasn't there. Hey, no. We're going over there. Stop. I forgot to hit the button. Okay. So, are you gonna let me go straight? Okay. I'm assuming it's gonna let me pass through this, but we'll find out. Yeah, it did. Good. We'll have to move that, which is no big deal. But holy cow. I'm not going to explore it. We don't have any weapons at all. And there's the new crab spawners. Holy, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a little wowed at the moment, considering what this used to look like. Even the water looks nice. Wow. That was a waterfall. Hi. Now, supposedly they did a bunch of work up on top of the cliffs over there by the desert, which we may have to go look at. No, we're going to take an episode or so and explore this coming up because this is too cool. It's needed it for a long time, too. I wonder if they moved those oil nodes. Hey, there's a piece of concrete up there where I left it. Hang on a minute. Pause. Stop. Did they move those oil nodes? These ones right here. That. Oh, we get to see the new thing. The new map. Oh my. No, they didn't. They're still there. They moved them all a little bit closer. Those oil nodes used to be strewn out all the way through all this. There used to not be anything out there. Wow, is that cool. What is this? Why is there a crate there? And a crate up here. With crates all over the place. Huh, I'll have to go figure out what those are. Must have been places I died at one point in time. Holy cow. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Now, there's an interesting thing we're going to have to work on eventually, or work with eventually, too, is that these right here, these nodes, these things that I've placed down here, these visuals, they have removed the beacons as far as being usable in the game. You can kind of use them, you can still craft them, but as far as them actually physically being in the game, they are no longer there. So like these ones right here, that one we've just clicked on, this can, wow, get all the kind of changes, all the kinds of neat things. That is cool, awesome. Essentially what you want to do now, if you want to place a marker down is you can place a marker down just by doing this. Boom. Now there's a marker. You can change and do whatever you want to do with it as far as things are concerned. That is super cool. Why is there one over there? I don't remember dying down there. Huh, whatever. Let's check a few things out. Onwards to the factory. Now, everything should still be functional here. Nothing should have changed. Again, this wasn't a massive recipe content change. There wasn't any kind of craziness that should have existed. Nothing should have changed in main base. Everything should be still the way it was when we left many episodes ago to do other outer worldy projects, except for one thing. And that one thing is this area had a bunch of, well, bad guys and crab thingies and whatever you want to call them, the bees. Oh, I love it. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't know if you guys can catch that on camera, but it's definitely a lot brighter in here. Yeah, no, this is not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. Used to be really dark down here. I mean, I don't know, like I said, it's going to be kind of hard for y'all to see, but it's definitely, they changed some of the settings with brightness and whatnot, so that's been gotten a little better. What is this? Why is this in the middle of my hallway? Huh. Well, that's one of the things that will happen is they'll respawn certain things, so trees will come back, and spawners, animal spawners especially, will come back, so we probably have a bunch of bees, or whatever they call those things, crabs around this area because there were quite a few. But again, we kind of looked at this and I wanted to see if there was something that I needed to do. So we need to make a whole bunch of alien proteins in order to be able to turn in certain things. I don't know what this Hatcher research is. Stinger research, I'm assuming those are so you can find things. Structural analysis. See, I should have a lot of this stuff already done. It's just that they moved various things around. So, like in here, we have these new stun rebars now, which we can research and use, which will stun something instead of kill it or do whatever. But yeah, they'll still kill it. It's just that it stuns the animal or whatever that you shoot, and they won't keep running at you. This I think is bullet guidance system or homing rifle ammo. They have supposedly made the rifle reasonably good now, which used to be it was pretty garbage, and we'll see how it goes on that eventually. So gas nobilis, these are supposed to be able to make a gas that will make a area that will keep animals from attacking you or running away. They'll run away from it, and this is how we replace this one. They changed the medicinal inhalers to have a different recipe, at least for a couple of things. I'm pretty sure we already have this unlocked or had this unlocked. I don't know why it's in here. One of the things that's interesting that they did add as far as in here, is it power slugs, quartz, which one is it? This level over here. Experimental power generation, I believe, is the actual unlocking of being able to do certain things early. So, I think I'd have to look at these. We're going to have to go through this. I got to find some sulfur and some other things. We can definitely go ahead and do... Let's just do that line. I think we can do that line right now. Let me go get some stuff. Okay. Do that research for us. Takes 3 seconds. Experimental power generation. Choose a new node to treat begin. So that's unlocking compact coal and turbo fuel. That's right. There's an early way of getting a hold of this stuff, so that you don't have to, it's a guaranteed way of getting those 2 recipes via handing it the stuff that you need, and you don't have to worry about going through some of the other things. So with the technical hard drive research, you don't have to worry so much about it. That's what that was. I forgot. They did a complete rework, or at least a mostly complete rework, and moved a few things around as far as where certain things go. Like, I think the boots that we currently have on our feet right now got moved to quartz. I forget where they said that this went to. Yeah, in here, which that's actually marginally Marginally cheaper. Wow, guys, that's actually cheaper, I think, compared to what it was. Huh. Explosive resonant pulse. These are we're gonna have fun with that one. We're going to have fun with that one when we get a chance. That's gonna be one of those things in an episode. We'll probably go ahead and make a few of the cool noblists that we're gonna get. So let's go get some ammunition because I think we're gonna need it. We don't have any stuff. So booms and those. Lovely. All right, cool. And then let's go out here and deal with the problem that I know we have. Oh, I'm so glad to be able to wear these all the time. All right, so that is the new crab critter. This is the new crab spawner. They're not the thing. They don't, well, they don't die anymore. So let's kind of get it to do what it needs to do. Nice little warning. Hi, guys. Ow. It'll keep doing this until you destroy it. All right. Pick up hatch or remain. Same thing as always with this. I'm assuming it's the... Yeah, shell-like alien thing's a thing used for MAM research. Alien thing. This area had like 4 or 5 of those things, and I'm kind of questioning whether or not there isn't one in the underside of the base somewhere, or maybe it got replaced. Nope. Like there's one right there. Supposedly the little crabbies don't take near as much to kill either now as well, so... And your health will, well, I should say immediately. Now we don't necessarily have to eat if you're careful. Your health bar will slowly over time fill to max instead of just the 3 that it used to be. So let's see here. I want to see something. Oh, that was cute. Wow. Uh-oh. Let's throw it right over it. Let's see. Can we get rid of this thing? Ow. Wow, that thing's hard. No wonder they said it was going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, well that's cool. Yeah, but they're all over the place. They're just all over the place around here, and I'm going to have to spend a bit of time cleaning that mess up. So let's move on. Let's go do something else real quick. I don't want to be at this all day, but I do want to kind of put out a decently long episode of all the stuff that they could have broken our mess. Alrighty, there it is. Once again, the mostly uncompleted base for our, like, I forget what it is, 1,000 rubber, 1,000 plastic per minute factory. And I guess what we can go do is see whether or not this thing is functional. Now, it's kind of on and off. We're kind of peeling a little bit of rubber and plastic off and sending it back to base because our old chemical plant is still kind of sitting over there, and I did go ahead and turn it back on just so I can... I don't see, there's no point in not having it run. So we'll set this down and we'll see if this works. I am concerned that this might be broken just because of what it's doing over here. So yeah, let's just goodbye and goodbye. Nope, all of it. Goodbye. And then do the same thing over here. Goodbye. And goodbye. I do need to be pumping this stuff. I really need to set this stuff so it's going back into awesome sinks again. We haven't been doing that mainly because of the belt mess that's right here. Let's do this a little bit and my This is, for those of you first time seeing this, this is a, what is it, the oil fuel recycling process to make plastic. So we make fuel and then we recycle the plastic and the rubber on both sides, either side. So like this is the side we're recycling rubber into plastic, and on this side we're recycling plastic into rubber, and then we bring all of that back into the center and well, you know, belt balance everything so that everything goes the wrong direction or the right direction, then it goes into storage and it goes elsewhere. Now this is all run off of one pure oil node, so again, I'm hoping that that didn't break anything down here. I'm hoping that we didn't break anything, that this is going to stay nice and full, so we need to kind of kick it open and make it work for a little while, but it did run perfectly fine before the update. I don't know why it would break now, but it uses every little bit of the product that we get from all of this to include the leftover resin. The resin goes over and then turns, where is it? The only problem is where this is located. There is quite the capability for a spitter, I think a spitter, and the hogs and those crab things, because of where we are. Where was it? I don't see anything down here. I hear it. Huh. But this is another one of those projects for those of you, once again, first joining this, just in the way things work. We will eventually complete the decoration of this structure as well as some of the other stuff, but for right now, we're trying to do some other projects, some of which we started at the beginning of this episode. So I am going to let that run, and hopefully this will be refilling these up. The issue, again, it's kind of hard to see it work because I have plenty of storage underneath on both sides. So essentially all we did was just throw away, you know, what was in this, which would have been like one of these. So we have plenty of stuff, and I guess we'll just see how it works. So I'll come back later on and check that out. On to the next location, which is going to be our heavy modular frame factory, because we need to check that place out. Now it should be functional, and I think that still takes us there, so let's go over there. Alrighty then, that should pull us into the station over here where we used to have a bunch of stuff. Well, used to have a bunch of stuff. This is where we had our temporary station set up for our heavy modular frames. So make sure I shut that off so that thing doesn't run away from us. So this is my, well, again, we still need to kind of finish doing the decoration. Make your factory function first, then build the thing around it. So again, we're not much of a decorator, so it's not really a big deal. But this is where we're building about 21 or 22 heavy modular frames per minute. And I forgot to put the other thing on. Put this on. There you go. Get me a good run on this. We should be able to get over here and get this done. So what we're doing here is we're using this as far as making, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure I picked that up a long time ago. This is going to be part of our final project, which we are doing a project to produce around 20 pressure conversion cubes per minute so that we can feed those into an awesome sink to make power after we get done doing the 1,000 nuclear pasta. So this is the beginnings of some of that project, and to make sure that this is working, basically all of the belts should be full to about right there, and if you just look down, they should be all full and everything should be working. Looks good. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's great. Everything should be working over here as well. That's not too much of a big deal. Again, this is one of those projects that we already have this going in main base. We just updated it by, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times or 4 or 5 times. So everything here, as long as these are doing what they're supposed to be doing, we should be doing okay. They're going into that thing and we should be set. So looks like nothing has been broken so far. Other than that one aluminum node. So that's interesting. Huh. Okay, well, there's only one thing I can think of left to look at that's really important, and we can kind of judge on that here. So no, it's still working. Let's go check out the fuel power plant, or the power plant, how we power this world, or at least how we mostly power this world. We do have a little bit of coal power still scattered around, but for the most part, the entire world here is powered by a reasonably decent amount of... What are you doing here? Interesting. Anyhow, let's get into this, dude. We'll see where we can go from here. Alrighty, we're gonna blow down on into the compacted coal area, which we're gonna have fun with probably in an episode or two. I always keep saying that, in an episode or two. We are going to do some work down here eventually, because there's going to be some fun stuff that we're going to create over here. We already kind of laid out the framework for it, so we're going to need to kind of work on that eventually. So give me that guy, please. Thank you very much. This is very important because we're making compacted coal so that we can make turbo fuel, so we can make a whole lot of fuel generators run correctly. And basically all I want to do is make sure that, well, everything is coming out where it's supposed to. So I see all of the sulfur dropping down. Let's get up here. Go up top all the way. Up top all the way. I'm not used to running with the... Wow. I'm not used to running up here with this thing. It's been a while since I've been able to use the boots and something else, because I've been pretty much using the jetpack the whole time. So, all right, I see green, I see stuff moving, I see things heading up the hill. And if I do the same thing over here, whoop. Yeah, looks all good here. Good deal. There shouldn't be anything major, again, going on here, because we're sourcing all of the coal locally and most of the sulfur locally. I think actually at this point, now that we have the Mark III miners, we can source all of it here locally. But this is likely where we're going to build an ammunition factory, is on the other side of this lake, because our Nobelists are already being created over there somewhere, hopefully. I don't know whether that recipe has changed or not, but we need to go across the way over here and check on the rest of our facility. So let's jump up on top of this tower and go check the fuel systems, which look to be, for the most part, yeah, stuff's on. I see a lot of generators burning. I see a lot of refineries. Oop, get up on top of one of these so we can look around. Okay, so all of these should be green, except for maybe that one. I think that one's off. I forget. Why are you guys yellow? Are you full? Okay, you're full, or you have something in you, and you are a little low on fuel. Okay, we may have a flow problem over here again. Yeah, we may have a flow problem over here again. That's great. We'll have to keep an eye on it and see what it does. I did turn this down a little bit so that we're not trying to be as crazy as possible. So let's go over here. All right, you're still working. Now we should have a bunch of yellow on the back over there, because not all the generators, we don't have all the generators built for this line. I think I'm short about 20 generators, but we should have quite a bit of decent power. Kind of hard to tell, but I think everything's on. Actually, why don't you go stop and go under the thing that you can actually use. Hey, up, top, stop. Give me this. Still want to see any red. After the amount of time that we have been wandering around the world, I should not see any red out here. Don't see any red. Everything looks pretty good. Everything's good here. All right, let's swing over to the actual place where we produce the fuel. This is where it gets painful, because I wish this jetpack hover pack would go a little faster, but I guess let's go down there and check those generators first. Again, don't see any red, so we should be good to go here. Oh, it was a dead hog. Poor hog. So no red, everything's green. Everything's green. Couple of beans, everything's green. Green, there's the moth. Green. Green. And everybody's green? Everybody's green. Good deal. No, we still have about 20 more of these to build before we're out of the amount of fuel supply that we're currently producing with this over here. I wonder, can I get there? Yeah, I got there. Cool. And then there may be a few things over here kind of goofy, not working correctly because of the fact we're not maxing everything out completely, but it looks like for the most part everything is where it should be. So we're producing, I forget what the number was out here as far as fuel is concerned. It's been many episodes, but it was a reasonable amount of fuel. It's enough that we can run, well, that many in turbo fuel. I forget how many. It was 100. There's 108 over there and like 70 or 80 over here still. So we have plenty of fuel generators, plenty of power, plenty of stuff to go for quite a while. Again, it's another one of those projects I need to kind of just sort it out and get it over with. And I think we should be good to go here. So I guess, looking at all of that, looking at all the mess, looks like everything is functional, at least for right now. I will kind of keep an eye on it, probably let the game run for a little while today. Just make sure that this save is not broken completely. The aluminum node kind of concerned me, so we may have to kind of go back over there and take a look and watch it for a little while. But I think for now, I think we're okay, and I think we're good. So I hate to say it, I've been saving the one best thing for last, and that's a little thing down there in the corner. If you see the H button on the right-hand side, we can now holster stuff. So you can pull things up or you can holster. So now you don't have to worry about things in your hands anymore unless you're doing something like this. So that's really awesome and I love it. So we'll probably use that quite a bit. And that means you don't have to buy a coffee cup. That means you don't have to worry about whether you're part of the coffee cup or the nut crew. So anyhow, I will see you all, I think, in the next episode. We're going to start working on building some more stuff over there and probably building some more things in base now that we have some more cool things to play with. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.